Good afternoon, everybody. I'm attempting my first vlog ever on YouTube. I doing a headlight mod on my Mitsubishi Lancer 2008 model, and what I'm attempting to do is to put my fog lights to my ignition. And sorry about the noise. It's really busy around that time of day, and that's probably one of the best times I choose to make this vlog. So this is my Mitsubishi Lancer. The mod can also work on the Evolution and all the Lancers of this type. So, well, I assume, because all of them have the same fuse box, almost same everything. So the Evo X is also part of this. So I got the VLAN headlights, as you can see. So the daytime running lights also come on from the time I turn my ignition on. So right now I attempting to put the fog lights on that. Yeah guys, so sorry about the bright and sunny Saturday morning, but this is my Lancer, right? This is the light mode. You see my fog lights came on. My fog lights came on together with my Audi VLAN headlights, and when you put off the ignition, it goes off after 10 seconds. So put off the ignition. So put it back on. So you see it goes off and it comes on together with my ignition. So as soon as you put off the ignition, after 10 seconds, it goes off. And once you put on the ignition, it comes on together. So I'm gonna show you guys how I achieve this. Okay, the first thing you guys need to get is this little fuse wire. It's a fuse, it's called a fuse jumper wire. It comes with two of this fuse wire and about 4 extra fuse. Not like you're gonna need all of those, but this is just extra. So I'm gonna put a link where I purchased that. I purchased that on Amazon, but it is a fuse jumper for the mini fuse. So this is what we use in our Lancer Evolution model. So we get the fuse jumper. It has 2 ends, so I'm about to show you what I did. So basically this is the second one it came with. All right, so I mean it looks like this, and I just add this little end to it so that I don't have wires sticking into my, well, where I'm about to plug it. So this is how it comes, and I put it comes with 2 ends. So whatever you move in the original, let me get this focus, whatever you move in the original fuse compartment, you put at the bottom here, and then that 15 fuse goes to wherever you're connecting it to. So sorry about my engine bay, boy, this looks dusty, you know, the volcanic ashes and everything. Have my vehicle in a mess. I need to do a power wash. Okay, so this is my fuse. Let me get it at the right angle. Okay, so this is my fuse box, right? This is, remember I show you my VLAN Audi light. I also have it on the ignition as well. So this is the extra wire. I just run it there. I need to run it neatly, and it goes to the front. Usually if you do not have this plug-in, the way you turn on the Audi headlights, is your pack light. So once you put on your pack light, this comes on. This light, this strip comes on. Now if you don't want it on the pack light and you want it as soon as you start your vehicle, you gotta put it, I mean here it would show on the box it shows DRL, but like I said, I have the 2008 model, so it's saying fuse 14 DRL. So this is this fuse right there, but I do not have daytime running light on this model. So the way I achieve it, I connect it in this fuse. So right, so this, there was a 15 fuse there, and that fuse goes to the, yeah, it goes to the, this is the ignition, but that fuse specifically is for the fuel pump. So on non-turbo vehicles is 15 amps, and on turbo vehicles is 20 amps. So either way you can connect it. Now with the fuse jumper, what I did, that's the Audi A5 VLAN daytime running light. So I have 215 fuse in there, right? One for the fuel pump and one for the Audi VLAN. Now for the fog lights, I'll put that on the side. The fog lights is a bit tricky. So this is the fuse, I believe, for the fog lights, and this is the horn, but you don't need any of these things. You can just swap them out. They're all the same, but they're using the same fuse between these two. But this is the fog lights. This is a relay for the fog lights. When you have this in, there's a switch on your indicator. You just turn a little round dial to put on the fog light, but I am no longer using that. So what I did, I will connect this to in place of the relay. Now all videos show you could just strip the wire and put it below this, but you know, when I take it out, there's no use for it for me for anymore. So I put it on the side. I'll not throw it just in case I need to go back into my original way. So yes, so right now I have this disconnected because I want to put in my new fuse connector. So the way you achieve this, remember I always said whatever you move on one to replace, you're going to put it back there, right? So I remove the 15 and I connected it to my VLAN headlights. The 15 that was originally in there, it's now in here. So when I connect that, my VLAN is on my ignition. But right now I want to put my fog lights on the ignition. So I remove the relay that was there. It fell. Okay, I got it. So I removed this relay that was originally in here, and what I'm going to do is now connect the jumper fuse I ordered, and so I'm going to disconnect this one, and in place of this one I'm going to connect my jumper fuse here. Now you're asking, where am I going to put my VLAN headlights? So what I did, I plugged my VLAN headlights into the spare of the jumper fuse. So yeah, I need both hands, but I don't have a camera, guys, so I'm gonna try my best to do it. So I connect the VLAN fuse onto the jumper fuse. So now it is safe, guys, because I've been running it for over a year right now, so it is very much safe. The thing is, on the Evolution you will get a 20, I believe it's a 20 or a 25 fuse right here. I think it's a 20 fuse you're gonna get there. So whatever you move there and you put in a jumper, you cannot go anything exceeding higher than the fuse. So if I have a 20 here, I cannot, if I have a, let's say if I have a 10 fuse here for the main one, I cannot go a 15 or a 20. You cannot go higher than the fuse that's already there. So it's either I put a 15 or I put lower than a 15. So because I have a 15 fuse here, I cannot go higher, so I can only go lower. But I only have 15 fuses, so it's safe. So I connect them together, and then that wire, you'll see what I'm gonna do. So when I connect it, you put it, make sure it's secure. You know, I had to do a mod to my fuse box cover because it's a little taller and I didn't have a space to run my wire on the other side. So yes, so like I said, once it's connected, you should be good, right? So I connect it on my fuel pump. So this, like I said, this spacing is on my fuel pump. So for most of you guys, I guess if when you have the Evolution, you could either connect it here on that fuse, or it would be on that side, So it's either that one or that one, but all of them is on your ignition, that 4 row. So that 4 row on your ignition, and the other side is all lights. So right here you have your low beam. Which one? I think, no, this is the high beam, and the two in the back here, the 210s in the back here, yeah, both of them is 10s. So this is low beam. So right low beam, right high beam. No, I lie. It's right low beam, left low beam, and here is left high beam, right high beam. The 210s there and the 210s. So that's lights. This one is lights as well, you know, it's for both, but we're not worried about that. I could have used that, but I would still need to turn on my dial. So I don't want to turn on my dial for my lights to come on. So all right, so the end. So once this is connected, you should be safe. You don't need nothing else. So remember, guys, I told you this is where the relay went. So this is the relay. I added here. I added there like this. Now a lot of people saying you take that wire and you put it under the relay, but there is no need for the relay if you already doing this mod, because the relay, what the relay does is to send power and cut power from the switch. So if you're already doing this mod, there's no reason why you use the relay. So what I did, I take the end and I stick it inside the back one. Watch. So there's 2 pins, there's this one and this one. So you put in that end in here, the one in the back. So let me connect it for you guys to see. So okay, so this is how it is when it's connected, you see. So I connect it in the back, and to finish off, I just stick down my wires nicely so that it don't get in the way when I put the cover. And yeah guys, I've been using this mod for a year. So right now my fog lights comes on as soon as I turn on my vehicle. From the time I turn on my ignition, my fog lights comes on. So yeah guys, like I told you, this is my Lancer. It's nothing special about it. I couldn't afford the Evo, so I turned my Lancer partly Evo. So I'm in my car. So this is how it usually is. So originally the fog light used to be this dial. So once I put on my headlight and then I turn this dial, let me see if I get a focus. I also rock the Android head unit as well, 10.1. This is a knit one. So yes, so this is the fog light dial. So with the relay I just remove, When I turn this on, the fog lights will only come on. Even though I put on my pack light or anything, the fog lights will only come on once I turn this. But right now, my fog light is on my ignition. So, the way this works, let me show you as proof. So, my dial is off, right? When I turn on my ignition, my light is already on. Watch. And as you can see, on my dashboard, my light switch is off. Right? Because if my pack light was on, you would have seen this light comes on, but it's off and my headlight's still on. Right? My switch is off. Right? So once I put it off, my light goes on after 10 seconds. You see? Yes guys, so that's how I did it for my light mod. Like I said, all you have to do is just purchase this little guy, or usually if you have it lying around the place or in your local hardware store, it's only $5, not much. That $5 you would take it and buy some junk, some ice cream, some cake anyway, so you might as well just put it to good use. So I have no use for my relay as well. There's no need for it anymore. So if I want to put off my lights, I only put off my ignition. Yes guys, so there you have it. So like I said, that's all you need to do this light mod. This is the fuse jumper cable, and that's all you basically need. You don't need anything else. So the mod is easy for me. Like I said, it's been going on, I've been having it for maybe a little over a year. A fuse never burned, I never had any issue. Yeah, that's just about it. I took long to post that video because I wanted to be sure that it was a safe mod. So everybody posting it, they're showing you how, but they're not going down into details. I even find myself posting on comments that, you know, what fuse I should use, or, you know, I had to do a little research before I come to post my video. But as easy as it looks, as easy as it is, it only takes me like about 15 to 20 minutes to do this mod, because I already had my head where I wanted it. So it was like clockworks to me. And I didn't do a video on my VLAN because I take it that everybody do a video on it already. But the thing about the VLAN is that what people don't say, most vehicles come with HIDs and some don't. Well, my vehicle came with the HID and ballast and everything. So with the VLAN, the Audi headlights, what I had to do was cut a hole in the bottom of it where the ballast goes, and I put in my original ballast from the other lights onto my VLAN headlights, and I run the wire from within. I should have done a video on that, but I mean, I already put it. And you know, to get to your headlights, you have to take off your bumper, and you know, but it's just as easy as that. I didn't use the LED it came with, and they don't come with bulbs, so I use the bulbs from my old headlights, which is the D2S bulbs and my ballast. So everything from the OLED headlights, the bulb and the ballast, I transfer it to my VLAN. So yes folks, I am running HID with D2S bulbs on my VLAN. So thank you for watching my page. If you have any question, message me. My information will be on YouTube as well, and I will get back to your post. Good day.